everybody, this is the Go-To family, and today we're in Italy. More precisely, we are at Castello di Lispida. So right now we're in the Veneto region of Italy, and we came here from Venice, which is about a 45-minute drive from Castello di Lispida. Now this is an ancient castle, guys, that hires out its rooms today, and it's an awesome place to come and stay if you're ever in the region, or if you come to Venice and you want to experience something a little more quiet, a little more rustic, a little more off the beaten path. So we're going to give you guys a tour of this place because Italian kings have stayed here in the past. So definitely an awesome place to come and check out. Now, definitely what's interesting here is just the peace and quiet and just the overall tranquil and relaxing vibe that you get when you come here. It was really awesome, really enjoyed coming here and just feeling like you're staying in an old castle. I believe this castle has its roots in something like the 12th century, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that the current castle is that castle. I think, you know, it's gone through different stages, but I think that there used to be a very old castle on these premises right here. So you can just see all around, guys. Just an awesome area to stay in. I feel like you're staying in a real Italian estate. So in this area behind me, they have a plaque that states that this is where Victor Emmanuel III, King of Italy, stayed in from, if I'm not mistaken, the 20th of January 1918 until the 7th of July 1919. So about a year and a half he was stationed here. So you are staying in a spot where, you know, royalty has stayed as well. So it's just a very interesting tidbit right there. They have the apartments kind of scattered all around the premise here, and you can see this one is kind of more separated, more on its own, and it kind of looks like a medieval tower in a way. I don't even know how you get to the top. I guess they have stairs inside to get to the top because there is no building on the other side. It's just a door. Lispida also has a beautiful thermal swimming pool and outside area to relax in the sun. Robin and I both enjoyed the spa experience, and the kids also love practicing their jumping skills. So you also have these baths here. Now, I haven't quite figured out how to use them yet. I think these are warm baths. You have to fill them yourself. She explained it to us on the first day. I didn't quite understand it. We kind of just stuck more to the pool, but you can use these. My understanding is that you come here, you get warmed up, and then you go in the pool, which is a little cooler, more like a spa pool. Also in the distance, you have a play area for kids. You guys can see it, but it's not covered. And so in the bright sun of midday, I don't think that you're gonna want your kids to go there. It's gonna be burning hot. So it's always empty over there. They have it, I guess, for very early in the morning or late at night. So we're just walking through the open field right now. We're gonna make our way back to the beginning, guys. So we got the pool right there. It's got this nice open field. We got some olive trees and some fruit trees in the back. So relaxing, so peaceful. This is kind of how life was meant to be. Of course, if you're rich and aristocratic, but still, feels pretty good to be here now. At our own parking spot right here with our own gates. Pretty cool. And this is basically our own balcony, all of this right here. So definitely a really nice spot to stay. That's a room right there. So you can see right here that it's pretty spacious, so definitely big enough for 5 people like we were. We have a nice, pretty big living room, and then we have 2 separate rooms with plenty of, plenty of beds and sleeping area, 2 bathrooms. So very, very comfortable to come here for a family of 5 like us. We have our own little kitchen here. We made food, I think almost pretty much every night that we were here. Nice to cook here, and you can eat at your table, or you can take your food. And this is what I really like to do. And you can come and sit right here, guys, and just enjoy the beautiful sounds and nature of the Italian countryside. This is their wine cellar. So we went on a wine tour in here yesterday. So we're gonna show you guys that footage right now. So let's try it out. So the first wine, and you can see just it's not very clear. It's very foggy. And that's because of the yeast that they use in it. So they try to emphasize just using the yeast, and actually they keep the yeast in the bottle. So in the bottle itself, after she poured the wine, you can still see the yeast kind of at the bottom of it. So the yeast is kind of what gives this glass of, it's a Sangiovese Rosé. The yeast is kind of what gives it its muddy, or not muddy, but the yeast is kind of what gives it its a very foggy appearance. Almost looks like a beer or something like that. Let's try it out. Oh wow, the bubbling action, pretty intense on this one. It's nice. It tastes like a natural wine, which is exactly what it is. It's a natural wine. They don't put additives. They're trying to use old methods of making wines. And this is a Sangiovese Rosé. Has pretty intense bubbling action. It's just a very nice, smooth, very refreshing actually. What do you think of it?
It's so fruity and it almost smells like a mimosa or like another type of very fruity drink, but it doesn't have that flavor at all. Maybe I don't maybe have the best palate, but I love the smell of this wine so much. It's so fruity, you can smell like apricots almost in it, and I really, like I said, love that smell.
Oh yeah, whoa. Oh wow, very different. So I thought the first wine smelled a little on the drier side. This one, much more fragrant. You can definitely smell some sweetness, kind of like a port or a sherry in a sense. Perhaps not quite as strong. Let's try it out. It's very interesting. Yeah, so it's a little jammy. This one is not sparkling, just like the first wine, not super clear. So again, a bit of a rugged, kind of cloudy wine here. But it's a little sweeter, even though I think it smells a little sweeter than it is.
In 1870, the Conti Corinaldi imported the vines of Merlot for the very first time in this region.
This is the first red of the day. This we call the Monte Lispida, which is the name of the place that we're staying at right now, of course. So you can see it right here. The lighting is not very good here, but it has a pretty dark, you can see it right there, robe around it. Looks like it's gonna be pretty flavorful, pretty aromatic. Let's smell it. Smells beautiful. Smells like just very Italian wine. You get some plums, some cherries in there. Beautiful dark fruits. I can't smell. I can't smell any kind of. You know, doesn't really smell like a wine that's been aged in oak for very long. But let's try it out, guys. So, very interesting. Some plums, some cherries in there. Definitely those red fruits in there. And a kind of jammy mixture. Finish is not very long. This is not a very strong or a very full-bodied wine. It's a nice, I would say medium-bodied. Very fruity without being too sweet. Very, very enjoyable, I have to say. It has some typical Italian flavors in there. Very classy, very elegant, very smooth. I like the kind of jamminess of it all, how it all kind of binds together. Very nice. That's beautiful. Alright guys, so that's going to do for a tour of Castello di Lispida right here in the Veneto region of Italy. An awesome, awesome spot to come by, to relax, to take in the sounds of nature and just to feel like you're living in a place made for royalty, really. So this was an awesome, awesome spot to come to. If you guys are ever in the Venice region and you want to travel and experience more of Italy, definitely a cool spot to stop by, about 45 minutes away from Venice. Just have to rent the car, of course, and come here, but you will not regret it. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you did. Please hit that subscribe button down below for more content from the Gotti family right here in Italy and from around the world, and we'll see you guys on the next one.